Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions on Bounce TV and to our worldwide web viewers on www.sportsvisionsusa.com. Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones along with my good friend and traveling partner, Dale Williams. How are you?
What's going on, DJ?
I'm excited. I'm excited because we are at the last leg of the Isaiah Crowell hometown school tour. Of course, George Washington Carver High School is where we are right now, but we had the opportunity a little bit earlier to go through Dawson Elementary and Rothschild Middle School. And coming up in a little bit later in the show, we'll have an opportunity to visit Isaiah and all of his great experience in his first year in the National Football League.
It was a great tour, DJ, and at the same time, you know, it's good to go back to your neighborhood, go back to your old schools, from elementary school to middle school to high school, and say thank you to some of those teachers and some of those people that influenced you and kept you on the right path. I think that's big, player.
Also, coming up a little bit later in the show, we'll talk about the Combine. The NFL Combine is complete. The first part of the major interview for college prospects is over. Next stop, Pro Day. We'll be right back after this.
It's a new era of easy luxury at Acura of Columbus. We're having record months, the economy is rebounding, and we're making incredible deals. Come in and experience an easier, more affordable, and hassle-free car buying experience. Right now, get financing as low as 2.9% on all certified pre-owned Acuras. And our Butler Blue Chip service includes a 140-point inspection, a free Acura loaner, plus access to over 500 pre-owned vehicles. Come be a part of our family and have the ultimate experience. Only at Acura of Columbus, the new era of easy luxury.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac.
Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. The NFL Combine in Indianapolis, Indiana is over, done. And I know those 4 days of intense tests, evaluations, you know, I'm glad. I know that those 300 or so guys that were there, glad to get it behind them.
I'm sure they're glad to get it behind them. Been picked and poked and ran and really just scrutinized for the whole weekend for 4 days. Over 300 plus people there, DJ. I think really all the storyline that came out of it, you know, it really wasn't any surprises, DJ, but a lot of really it was a lot of surprises in a sense. But at the same time, it kind of went as far as we thought it would go.
Well, the best thing for me is that the quarterbacks that were supposed to throw, and again, we're talking Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota. These are the top 2 guys that will be either the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' first pick, or, of course, they'll have an opportunity to play some very, very good football. I know for a fact that Jameis Winston did himself well. He was able to go in, and there were some questions. However, he went in and did what he had to do.
He did what he had to do, DJ, and like I said, really, you know, there's no surprise on their athletic ability. I think really Jameis Winston kind of blew everybody away from the off-field perspective. I mean, being a student of the game, threw very well. He didn't run, but like he said, he didn't come to run. He came to throw the football, and I think he did very well with that. Marcus Mariota did the same thing. Really, I think it's going to be something pilling and paddling going from 1 to 2, DJ, but I think really those 2 quarterbacks, they did not upset anybody about what kind of game they brought to the Combine.
Well, I like to talk about the freaks of the Combine. And when I say freaks of the Combine, these are guys that with crazy numbers.
Right.
One guy in particular with the University of Georgia, Chris Conley, the outstanding wideout. I had no idea that he would run a 4.35 in the 40. I had no idea he would have a vertical leap of 45 inches. You know, all this time we were hearing that the reason why Georgia didn't have a vertical threat is because they didn't have speed. Well, what is a 4.35?
That speed, DJ, that was not the real reason. Like I said, he was the story of the Combine. I'm even going to go a step further, DJ. The SEC receivers really jumped out and surprised me. Not only did Chris Conley probably did the best job as a wide receiver, the Sammy Coates piece were big. They graded out in a first round grade. You know, Amari Cooper, everybody thought about and knew about Amari Cooper. But at the same time, DJ, it's been big for these guys. I think really one of the biggest things about that, you know, sometimes you just can't judge on the field stuff that really happened, but the Chris Conley piece, that was huge, player.
Absolutely. And I know that this year was a down year in the likes for combine athletes. And I know when you talk about, going to the combine and being in a position to bump yourself up on the ladder or go up on the board, if you will. But more importantly, I think for medical reasons, if nothing else, the combine is necessary.
The combine is necessary, and I think really you got to get these players in. You got to test them out on your own. You want to see how fast they are, how strong they are, but at the same time, if you get an opportunity to interview, you kind of want to get in their heads, DJ. And I think really, like you said, the next stop is pro day. But I think really the story that comes to mind with me is that the quarterback's through. In the past, the quarterbacks have just not have thrown, especially the top-rated quarterback. They say, well, no, they're not going to throw, and they will wait to the pro day to throw to some familiar receiver. But the job that Jameis Winston and the job that Marcus Mariota did, they were not surprised. But it's one thing, and, really I'm thinking Tampa Bay is almost saying that they like Jameis Winston. I think they want to hide their cards a little bit, but I think really Jameis Winston is going to be as good as the support that is around him. Meaning on the field, he's going to have the Tampa Bay people are going to have to get some people around this guy, and then on the off the field piece, he's going to have a small circle and have the right people around him also, especially if he goes to Tampa Bay.
Well, we're just a couple of months away from the draft, and there's still lots of work to be done by the NFL scouts. We got the combines down. Now we're ready for pro day. Tell you what, we're going to be at some pro days. We're going to be at Auburn. We might be at Georgia. We might even be in Tuscaloosa for the University of Alabama's pro day. But you're going to get some pro day coverage from us right here. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. This is Sports Visions.
For a grand finale, try our 5 new desserts at Chick-fil-A.
Lunch?
Usual. Hey guys, this is a defining moment. We can continue down a bland avenue, or we can turn this day around with a spicy chicken sandwich from
Wendys.
Hey, how about a turn signal?
Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich starts with a tender whole filet and our perfect blend of 7 tasty spices. Or layer on more flavor with our spicy guacamole chicken club. Tastes that are way past ordinary. That's Wendy's way.
Now that's better.
It's official. Our newest Legacy family member and spokesperson is Danielle Hudson. Take it away.
Come celebrate Cadillac savings and join our ever-growing Legacy family during our Summer of Savings. 2012 SRX. It looks good and performs like no other crossover. Legacy Luxury from $33,180. Stunningly modern yet meticulously crafted. The 2013 XDS Luxury Sedan is on its way. Reserve yours today. Join the Legacy family.
Go, Legacy, go!
And I don't even have that insurance.
What insurance, Santa?
The one that pays you cash if you're hurt and can't work.
Huh?
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Can you just send out the toys?
Welcome back to Sports Visions. We started the show talking about the Isaiah Crowell hometown school tour. And again, we have an opportunity to coordinate where Isaiah comes back home, visits the schools that he attended here, namely Dawson Elementary, Rothschild Middle School, and George Washington Carver High School. And I think the whole tour was a success.
I think it was a success, DJ, and really the purpose was to come back and say thank you to all the people that had a hand in his success. I mean, from your elementary school teacher to the lady in the cafeteria, I mean, all the way from the Dawson Elementary piece to the Rothschild piece. And really, I haven't been back to Rothschild, DJ, since I was in middle school. But just to see the program, everywhere this kid went, he won on every level, and I think really that is overlooked sometimes coming from a winning program, especially, from the Rothschild situation. As I sit in the gym, it looks like the Boston Garden in there with all the championship trophies from football, basketball, track. So I think really, man, and then you come to Carver, you know, you graduate from Carver High School or another winning program. The kid's always been a winner, man.
Well, I tell you what, we had an opportunity to get some of that interview from Isaiah. Check it out.
Looking down from the National Football League, where I'm sure several of these young men in here might have an opportunity to do it, but others might have opportunity to go out and meet doctors, lawyers, school teachers, what have you. You started out, you weren't perfect. Share that with them.
Well, just in school, I was never perfect. I was never just an A student. I always had my struggles in school. Really never liked school. But, you know, my mom always told me that, you know, education is first and you can't go nowhere without an education. So, I mean, I had to, you know, take that in and, you know, just keep going and, you know, trying to do my best in school because I knew I couldn't get nowhere without it. You told the kids a story earlier today about you came home with some bad grades. Share that with the group here. Well, basically I came home maybe like 2 or 3 F's on a report card. 2 or 3 F's? Yeah, 2 or 3. But I decided not to show my mom my report card, but back in elementary school, you gotta get a sign and bring it back. So my teacher called my mom and told her like I didn't get my report card signed. So she came up to the school and seen it. And when she seen my report card, you know, I guess she was upset or whatever, then she took me straight to the barbershop, made me cut my hair off. You know, tears are coming down my eyes, and she, you know, didn't let me play my football game. So, you know, that really hurt me, and, you know, ever since then, you know, I've been trying to do my best. Isaiah, why is it important for you to stay connected with these young men and women? Because obviously, like I said earlier, you could have been doing anything in the world you wanted to do, training. I mean, you're a world-class athlete, but you thought enough to come back. Why? Really just I know, you know, people from Columbus and, you know, especially being from Carver, we really don't, you know, have too many people that come back and try to, you know, talk to, you know, the students and stuff like that. And I know y'all look up to me and might look up to other people in the NFL, and I wanted to just talk to y'all. When you look out there, do you see yourself? I mean, look right there. Do you see yourself? Yeah, I was just sitting in these seats a couple years ago, like it was yesterday. Now, I know everybody out there loves the NFL and want to play in the NFL. Just give them your thoughts and a little information on what your take is on trying to put all your eggs in one basket. I really don't feel like it's good to put all your eggs in one basket because right now I feel like I have all my eggs in one basket because I didn't graduate from college. I left early, and right now I feel like I need to go back and get my degree, but I mean, I don't know when it's going to be, but I know that's one of my goals that I want to accomplish. And you're going to do that because you know football is not going to last forever. Right. Now, the other part of that, and I'm sure everybody, all of these young athletes in here probably can identify when I say that, you know, I know young people don't necessarily like to eat fruits and vegetables. And we were talking earlier to the younger kids, and they were talking about eating chicken fingers and french fries. But knowing what you know now, being a world-class athlete in the National Football League, how important is nutrition to you? To me, nutrition is, you know, one of the most important things just because you can't perform at a high level if you don't take care of your body the right way. Your body runs off, you know what I'm saying, how you take care of it. So if you take care of your body the right way, it'll treat you well on the field or whatever sports you got going on. When you were playing, Isaiah, and I guess your coach asked you to do something that you didn't like to do, or didn't want to do, I'm getting to discipline. How important is it for these kids to understand that these coaches love them? It's not a personal thing when they get yelled at or when they get asked to run an extra lap or to do some extra drills, but talk to me how that worked in your career and of course, how it made you better. Well, you know, I always wanted to be the best, so I feel like if a coach was yelling at me or criticizing me about something, then I feel like, you know, he cared about me or, you know what I'm saying, want me to do the best. And I want to be the best, so I got to listen to him. So I feel like nobody should get down on themselves or feel like, you know, they, you know, listen to the person if someone yells at them because they only want you to be better. They're not going to tell you nothing, you know what I'm saying, that's wrong. Realistically, whether you're playing basketball, baseball, soccer,
football. If you don't want to play, don't play. Especially football, because it's such an intense, brutal sport. You know that. So what I'm saying to you is that if you're not going to give your all, and again, you play at every level, those that don't give their all, they usually are the ones that end up getting injured or being the cancer in the locker room, if you will.
Yeah, well, really just if you want to play, you got to be willing to give it your all. Like me, every time I step on the field, you know, I put my heart in it. And, you know what I'm saying, I play it like it's my last play because I don't know, and I love the game. So that's, you know, that's how I play.
It's a new era of easy luxury at Acura of Columbus. We're having record months. The economy is rebounding and we're making incredible deals. Come in and experience an easier, more affordable and hassle-free car buying experience. Right now, get financing as low as 2.9% on all certified pre-owned Acuras. And our Butler Blue Chip service includes a 140-point inspection, a free Acura loaner, plus access to over 500 pre-owned vehicles. Come be a part of our family and have the ultimate experience. Only at Acura of Columbus, the new era of easy luxury.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
Aflac.
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac.
Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Lunch.
Usual.
Hey guys, this is a defining moment. We can continue down a bland avenue, or we can turn this day around with a spicy chicken sandwich from
Wendys.
Hey, how about a turn signal?
Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich starts with a tender whole filet and our perfect blend of 7 tasty spices. Or layer on more flavor with our spicy guacamole chicken club. Tastes that are way past ordinary. That's Wendy's way.
Now that's better.
For a grand finale, try our 5 new desserts at Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. It's now time for our Atlanta Hawks report. And of course, Dale, now that we are over the All-Star break and into the second half of the season, the Hawks started out with a little struggle, but they seem to have gotten themselves back into their winning ways.
They got back into their winning ways against the Bucks this weekend, DJ, and really I think for as they're playing the Mavericks this week and also the Orlando Magic, I think it's going to be a little struggle for them, DJ, to continue to play as good as they played in the first half. And I think really they got to take one game at a time. They have a lead, but at the same time, they got to continue to stay focused and do the things that have been going very well for them the whole season.
I know coming out of the All-Star break, Paul Millsaps had a All-Star game, a banner second half of the season to start the season, put it that way. Because he came out with 23 points and 16 rebounds in their last game. And again, he's just been playing like gangbusters. And I know that the Hawks have had all along, all 5 guys even scoring with double figures. And Paul Millsaps is the guy, when you slow down the game and you say that the Hawks can't play that slow down game, Paul Millsaps is the guy.
He's the guy, DJ, and really when the playoffs comes around, they're going to have to slow the game down. And Paul Millsap, he is that guy. He's a 20-20 guy each night if he has to be that way, DJ. He brings physicality to the game for the Hawks. But really, I've been very impressed with the team effort, the unselfishness, the assist ratio that the Hawks are, and the three-point shooting. If they can keep those things up and Coach Bud keep these guys kind of, humbled, they're going to be tough, DJ.
They are going to be tough, and I tell you what, we still have an opportunity for you to visit the Hawks. And, of course, see the unveiling of the Dominique Wilkins statue Friday, March 6th. Get your phones out, 706-393-4333. Call that number. You can book your seat on the bus and a ticket to the game.
And it's going to be big, DJ, and I can imagine being escorted to the Atlanta Hawks game, probably one of the biggest Atlanta Hawks games this season. On a bus, party bus, food, drinks, everything that's going on, DJ, hey, man, I'm down.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Lunch?
Oh, usual.
Hey guys, this is a defining moment. We can continue down a bland avenue, or we can turn this day around with a spicy chicken sandwich from
Wendys.
Hey, how about a turn signal?
Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich starts with a tender whole filet and our perfect blend of 7 tasty spices. Or layer on more flavor with our spicy guacamole chicken club. Tastes that are way past ordinary. That's Wendy's way.
Now that's better.
It's official. Our newest Legacy family member and spokesperson is Danielle Hudson. Take it away.
Come celebrate Cadillac savings and join our ever-growing Legacy family during our Summer of Savings. 2012 SRX. It looks good and performs like no other crossover. Legacy Luxury from $33,180. Stunningly modern yet meticulously crafted. The 2013 XDS Luxury Sedan is on its way. Reserve yours today. Join the Legacy family.
Go, Legacy, go!
And I don't even have that insurance.
What insurance, Santa?
The one that pays you cash if you're hurt and can't work.
Huh?
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Can you just send out the toys?
It's a new era of easy luxury at Acura of Columbus. We're having record months. The economy is rebounding and we're making incredible deals. Come in and experience an easier, more affordable and hassle-free car buying experience. Right now, get financing as low as 2.9% on all certified pre-owned Acuras. And our Butler Blue Chip service includes a 140-point inspection, a free Acura loaner, plus access to over 500 pre-owned vehicles. Come be a part of our family and have the ultimate experience. Only at Acura of Columbus, the new era of easy luxury.
And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Visions. It's been quite a week, and I know that everybody's talking about the Isaiah Crowell hometown school tour. And you know what? Just a tremendous effort by, first of all, Isaiah finding time in his schedule to come back home to say thank you. And then, of course, to the principals of Dawson, Rothschild, and George Washington Carver, I thank them very much because, again, they made it happen. And, again, we were able to get a lot accomplished in such a short time.
I mean, really, that was big, DJ. And I think at the same time, you know, it brings a light of hope to this area, meaning everywhere that Isaiah went, he said, I remember when I was sitting in that chair in elementary school, at Rothschild, you know, at Carver High School. And when you can kind of emulate those signs of hope and just staying focused, you can be there too. It makes a kid believe that they can do the same things that have been done.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, what was so obvious with all of his talks is that he let the kids know, hey, I made some mistakes. I had some bumps in the road. But, you know, through my faith and family, you know, I stayed the course and, you know, I was delivered from those situations. And, you know, I think that was bigger than anything that he could have ever said or done for these kids. Now, as far as the Atlanta Hawks concerned, you know, we're going to be getting up there pretty soon. I know that we're going to be up there for the next, I guess, couple of games.
Right.
But, you know, we started out when a lot of folks weren't even talking about the Hawks. And I like to make sure we make mention of that because we have videotape of us saying how impressed we were while we were in Phillips Arena when the Hawks were only 11, 12 games into the season.
That's right, man. We saw early on that the Hawks were going to do something real special. I think really Coach Bud has done a great job, but I'm really impressed with the team effort and all the, you know, the depth and really the unselfishness that goes on with these guys, the extra pass. I think the Atlanta Hawks are for real, and I really think long as they continue to not get so much press and they kind of stay under the radar. I keep saying they're still under the radar, DJ, because I don't think the NBA, the rest of the NBA, has given those guys the respect that they really deserve.
And last but not least, the Atlanta Braves have checked in to Lake Buena Vista. They've been down there for almost 5-7 days or so. The pitchers and catchers reported last week. And, you know, we just don't know what we're going to get out of the Braves because, again, a large part of the production was traded away.
I mean, most of, I would say 40% of the production was traded away. I think really the Braves are focused on getting the money piece done, DJ, and the revenue piece done by letting all these big salary guys go. I think really they're concentrating on the business side of everything, and I think they really are going to be putting a lot of stock into their farm system this year and trying to play some of these younger guys, play them early, so they'll find out how good these guys can be.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for all the time we have for today's show. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.